Spring of 1987. At Kaiser Hospital, Redwood City, California, Claudia Katz was forcefully subjected for vicious medical experiment at the time of being treated by the Kaiser physician while being under the general anesthesia. By realizing the reality of such gross medical abuse, we are raising the question: what American government doing to Russian immigrants by forcefully placing silicon chips into the skull of the victims? Presently, implants are inside of the test subject, and it is priority number one to dysfunction implanted system. In early of 1990, while going through the routine checkup at Kaiser Hospital, Redwood City, California, Claudia was penetrated by the finger by Dr. Hoffman. Indeed, most of the women who have the following such a procedure would like to be evaluated by the same gender, but as usually, hospital authority denied her request. In any case, prior to such a sensitive action, a doctor is supposed to properly inform the patient, but fail to do so. And so what? If the US government can get away with this without any oversight, then what's to stop them covering up crimes they committed against children? They can do virtually anything, and any complaint will be thrown in the garbage. Mrs. Boxer, Kaiser Hospital's unprofessional behavior as exhibited in the plane with the Russian immigrants is disgusting. Such sick behavior is unethical for the medical profession, and those responsible should be fired or at very least severely reprimanded.
November of 1990. My husband Edward Katz was operated on at Kaiser Hospital, Redwood City, California. The reason for that was removal of the polyp from his right nostril. As a result of an operation, nasal breathing of my husband was totally paralyzed for the next 5 months. March 11 of 1991. Second operation to remove a polyp. This time he was under the general anesthesia for nearly 8 hours. Since that day, his brain, as the brain of our children, is used for cruel scientific experiments.
Hello, Mrs. Boxer. Once again, Edward Katz from 49 Trevor Charleston in Alto, California. And every time I originate video session, it's not just because I want to tell you something which you can write. No. Just because I want you to see how friends have some torture!
Disturbing information.
Torture committed by them for the CIA against human beings.
I want target for investigation.
Against individuals! Please understand. This is so inhumane what they're doing, and so outrageous.
America's test on her own
Mrs. Boxer,
citizens. Government's guinea pig.
please, as a woman, as a mother, please stop the horror for the family.
Disturbing information.
Please!
America's test on her own citizens. Government's guinea pig.
April of 1992. Federal Bureau of Investigation released file on the Katz family. Entire information provided for evaluation is covered up by the black ink. Some marks on the side of the document indicated that in the interest of defense and national security to be kept secret, as well as limited unwarranted invasion of our personal privacy. We consider this act as a sign of harassment. Actually, it is no information was provided in the document at all.
September 1st of 1992. Kaiser Hospital, Redwood City, California. Edward Katz was subjected for a disastrous operation involving his left knee. He was forcefully given strong dosage of anesthesia and had been kept against his will for 5 hours asleep. Consequently, his hip bone had been drilled, thereafter placed in cast. Why? Who allowed hospital to do that? CIA?
In the early 70s, professor of Yale University, Jose Manuel Rodriguez Delgado, Department of Neurosurgery, Psychiatry, 1965-1976, designed microchip that could release on given command via radio signal substances into implanted tissue of human body. I believe inside of my hip bone I do have such a chip. I do accept a true fact that substance once being released into the marrow of my hip bone will kill me. I would be appreciated to take for consideration actuality that behind each statement we do have hard evidence that declare reality of our testimony. Autumn of 2004, Santa Clara Valley Medical Center. My 11-month ordeal to attempt proceed an evaluation with the ENT specialist was successfully defeated by the authority of the hospital. An X-ray film of my sinuses took by the hospital department of radiologists were altered and in quality degraded to the point of being absolutely below of any normal professional standard. After proceeding films according to the appropriate standard, it has confidently exposed cluster of implants located in the left upper sinus. My request to meet doctors and discuss impression of the X-ray was never satisfied. Moreover, both doctors, Gary Pasternak and Dr. Klein, refused to provide reply on my inquiry. Instead, Dr. Gary Pasternak wrote in my medical record that I do have severe case of paranoia. 1 year later, I met Dr. Pasternak and asked what the reason for such a decision was. In response, doctor told that he based his decision on provided by me to the hospital DVD disc that contained information to visually evaluate the reality of my client. As it appears, the DVD disc was missing from the hospital possession and was nowhere to be found. Entire data enclosed materials placed on DVD disc as well has disappeared from my computer. Such a phenomenon is not new for us, and at presently U.S. Postal Department in process of investigating fraud and other wrongdoing in regards of our correspondences.
Dear Senator Boxer, among us, normal human beings, do exist Nazi followers who secretly continued heinous programs that once before Angel of Death Dr. Joseph Mengele originated at Auschwitz. Our rights as the citizens of this country have been severely abused to the point of debacle. This genocide against family must be stopped, and freedom, as it written in Constitution, returned to each member of the family. The agencies which are responsible for the outrage crime against children must be investigated and proceed according as law required. Free at last! Free at last! Free at last! Thank you very much for watching this presentation.
Thank you.
Criminals, clerics, and even medical doctors have used a vast array of torture devices.
The disturbing epigraph had emotionally delivered screaming voices of thousands of the victims who were rudely involved in appalling classified medical experimentations.
Mr. Ronald Reagan, by taking control of the White House, rejuvenated draconian experiments, granting defense agency in full freedom of action. On the roof of our house at 777 Kendall Avenue, and tear part of tar paper so viciously that rain simply was pouring inside the house.